Sends it up for the dunk, and he gets it.
Goes to the basket. You know she's got to finish.
Half-court shot. Oh, my goodness. They're still in it, buddy. Way downtown for the lead, and she got it. Wow. And the exclamation point on the game with a dagger here in the fourth. This is going down as a classic. Oh, what a shot. And I don't care if you called it or not. That's how you win.
Good evening and welcome to Firestone High School for City Series Boys Championship action. Joe Pukansky, Dave Schick, Peter George with you, high atop here on the end at Firestone High School for action between the host, Ellet Orangemen, perfect 10-0 in City Series play, 15-5 overall, coached by Chad Hazard. Visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Buchtel Griffins, coached by Matt Futch. They come in 8-10 overall, 6-4 in the City Series. Third meeting for these, and Ellet coming in not usual place for them, but heavy favorites tonight as they won by 20 plus the last time these two teams met. Dave?
Yeah, two teams that, Buchtel has played very well against them. Obviously, they're a little undersized when you look at the roster and the height that Buchtel has, but Buchtel just doesn't have that scorer that can take over that they've had in the past. They're looking to kind of right the ship here and get the championship. And kind of an odd thing in conferences now, as some of the conferences have gotten so much bigger, is they lack this game here, this one-game championship game. You have a regular season winner, and that's it. But this is kind of an exclusive thing that the City Series does. It's been a long tradition, and another chapter gets added tonight.
And as we get ready here, we'll introduce the starters for you. First of all, for the Buchtel Griffins, number 0, Justice Lane. Number 4, Ronald Perry Jr. missed the last game between those, and he's a guy that can score it, Dave, but he missed the last game with a leg injury. Number 5, Martell Perkins. Number 11, the freshman, Marcel Boyce Jr., and number 13, 6'7", Vernon Smith, who does have the size advantage. We'll see if he can get something going for the Griffins inside. For the Orangemen, City Series Player of the Year, number 1, Trevin Carter. Number 11, Ethan Jones. Number 13, Levi Lovett. Number 30, Adonis Jordan, who is a three-point specialist. And number 44 in the middle, Cameron Winters. Ellet, 15-5. First-year coach and longtime assistant Chad Hazard doing a great job. He's City Series Coach of the Year.
Yeah, we'll have all the first team, second team, all academic team, and so forth as we go out throughout the broadcast. But two of them on the Ellet side, Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. When you go undefeated, that's a good way to.
Yeah, that locks it up. Tip won by the Orangemen. Carter to the rack, hangs in the air over the 6'7" Smith. Good. Nice start for the Orangemen and Trevin Carter. 2-0. And Ellet in that great 2-3 zone defense that they like to extend. They can do both things, but they'll extend this 2-3, and that's what they're coming out in tonight. Last time they played the Griffins just couldn't shoot it.
Yeah, it forced them into bad shots and settling for three-pointers, and they just weren't able to out-rebound the other side.
Ellet not very big, but they're kind of consistent and long up across the front. Nice move blocked by Winters. Another block, out of bounds. It will stay with the Griffins. They really do a nice job of extending and playing passing lanes.
They tend to not make mistakes, especially defensively, as you're seeing here. Good help. They can switch off. All the players are about the same height and athleticism, so they can switch and move and box out.
Yeah, that's where you got to go against the 2-3. Almost went in. Smith battles for the loose ball and then gets it back up. Great job by number 0, Justice Lane, who kind of snuck in there, but they did a nice job in that possession, Dave, getting the ball to the high post. That's where you got to get it if you want to beat that 2-3 zone defense.
Ethan Jones with his first personal foul, team first.
And from our last telecast, we know that Jones will use all 5 of them, no problem.
That's why they gave me 5.
Can't take them home with you.
He misses both, brings it into the forecourt, does Carter. And their offense, just good movement around.
Oh, nice back cut.
Able to get to the rim. Carter with another 2.
Great assist by Lovett and a great back cut by Carter. 4-0 Orangemen.
We'll have a coach's interview from Coach Buzzard about playing this Buchtel team a third time this season.
We're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Griffins. Nice effort there on the loose ball to get it.
But he's talked in the past, this team just unselfish, which is odd when you have the player of the year, Trevin Carter, is to have an unselfish team around him, including that superstar.
One thing you'll see about Carter will score it when he has to, but he will take what the offense, he's happy to get 10 and 10, but he can go out and get 25 if he needs to. Nice job flashing to the high post. Thrown up, no good. Cameron Winters doing a good job in the middle, staying big and not getting called for a cheap personal foul. Orangeman back on the attack.
Trying to bring it into him. Bobbles it there, turns. Can't get it to go.
Lane with his second rebound. He's back on the push the other way. Paris with the drive and the sweet left hand up and good with the kiss off the glass. Quick timeout by Coach Futch. That's a surprising timeout, but he must have saw something or something he wants to do, maybe make an adjustment against that zone or on the defensive end.
Certainly another chapter in Akron City Series Championship Series. We certainly want to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all your APS sports action. Go to akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools on Facebook and Akron Schools at Twitter and YouTube. Check out all the past games as well as this game. We'll have the highlights as well as the full game if you want to do either or. APS IS also wants to thank one of our most tasty sponsors, Swenson's Drive-In, for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Swenson's Drive-In, the home of the Galley Boy, America's best cheeseburger.
Buchtel shows a little full court pressure. We're going to have a traveling violation. First turnover of the ball game as they get Lovett for dragging that pivot foot. 4-2 your score. They look to trap inside out, and Lovett gets it right back.
Carter somehow keeps it. Had to really settle that one in.
Jordan for three. That was halfway down and came out. Rebound Lane. Man, how'd that not go in?
Buchtel being noticeably more patient offensively.
You don't want to take, you can't take bad quick shots against this zone.
Second block that he's had so far. Winters making his presence known.
Yeah, he's been good in there. Oh, nice head fake up, but he can't finish. Rebound to number 11.
Good patience by him to try and get him in the air and get the foul. Wasn't able to convert three from downtown.
Still can't get it to go. There's a lid on it for sure. But Buchtel getting good looks. 4-2, and they're going to go a little 2-3 zone as well. One pass and a quick, there's that too quick shot. Another rebound for Justice Lane. He goes coast to coast, and he blows the bunny. Buchtel cannot finish right now. And he had a point-blank look. And I see somebody, I just glance over the stands, and I see somebody doing this. Settle down, championship game. Great advice by the Griffins.
Same thing said by Coach Hazard on the sideline.
Simmer down. Trying to play at a speed that just a little bit too fast for comfort.
There's something about it, it's not a regular game. You're in a neutral site. Fans are a little different than you're used to.
Dave Schick's here, standing over him.
That's usually what throws them off.
Pass tip.
Stay Griffin ball. Sorry.
Taj Poole with it just into the ball game for the Griffins. Good anticipation there.
Orangeman ball, sorry.
Addison Singletary going to check in as well for the Griffins, replacing Vernon Smith. Same five we started with for the Orangemen halfway through the first quarter. Jordan can't get the look, but a nice skip pass. Trevin Carter open for three, and he got it. 7-2 Carter over Perry right now.
That form was beautiful.
Yep.
We could see a great look. Really, probably low for our camera, but you saw the result, and it was beautiful going into the net.
Turnover, Griffins on the other end. And Buchtel wants to be careful here. They don't want to get down too far early where they have to shoot their way back in. Buchtel back man-to-man defensively. They had 2 jump to 1. That's communication, and they leave Lovett open.
And it was Poole that got lost underneath.
You got to love this unselfishness of this veteran Ellet Orangemen team.
And the wheels got some shake on it right now as they find themselves down 8.
Great job defensively. As soon as he turns his back, they attack.
And Poole underneath the basket got lost on the switch, and then his guy went up top, and they took the closest one, which they were supposed to, and he went back to his guy, didn't cover. Miscommunication led to that 3-point basket.
Good block by Taj Poole. Forced turnover. Stop and pop three-pointer, that is not a good shot. A three-pointer off the dribble, not usually a high percentage shot.
Well, and still kind of the end of that transition. Carter's going to hold it up top. So dangerous in that triple threat.
You're right. He does a great job with that. That's good defense, but he gets his own rebound, can't finish. And then he's going to get, that should have been a foul. That definitely should have been a foul on Jones. Are you going to call anything today? That's 4 fouls you could have called. And finally, I mean, goodness gracious. Jones traveled twice. He committed 2 personals, and then he got fouled. He's like, well, if I'm not calling one, I can't call the other.
I'm not sure on that one.
And then they call the foul. Carter goes to the line to shoot 2.
I understand the one under the basket. He made a good play. There's a little contact afterwards. You're hoping that they're able to play through stuff, and I think that's certainly the second one. But the one at midcourt was a lot of contact and advantage lost.
Right.
As Buchtel gets the turnover.
Short, no legs on the second one. Singletary with the rebound. Buchtel looking for an answer here offensively. Paris to the rack, and Winters has been great inside. They're going to get a foul called.
Okay.
Is that guy's call, Dave?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought.
It came from it's really the center's call.
Yeah.
But that guy missed the one at half court too,
yeah,
so.
I mean, I don't care if it's the right call, I don't care, but. Paris knocks it down. Smooth stroke. He's got all 4 for the Griffins. Little 3/4 court pressure. And Coach Hazard going to call a quick timeout as that's the first time they saw that trap. Give us a chance to pay the bills. 1:58 left in the first quarter, 11-4 Orangemen.
Dual degrees are an efficient and affordable way to get your high school diploma and 2 years of college under your belt all at one time. Akron Early College, High School, and dual degree learning only at Akron Public Schools. Your future starts now at akronschools.com. APS-IS wants to thank the HEPA Environmental Services Incorporation for their support of Akron schools and athletics. HEPA Environmental Services Incorporation provides safe, timely, and cost-effective abatement and disposal and remediation services. Call them today.
11-4 your score. Orangemen on top here early, led by Trevin Carter's 8 first quarter points.
Well, as we noticed before the game, officials weren't out here at the time that they were supposed to be. So something maybe this is a substitute coming in and wasn't expected to be working tonight, but he's working.
Saying answer the bell yet. Number 2, Takai Coleman in for Buchtel, along with Puri, Boyce Jr., Justice Lane, and Taj Poole. They go a little smaller lineup. Ethan Jones, or Nate Smith in the ball game for the Orangemen, as well as number 4, Brendan Eaton. Puri getting after it. Nice close out there by the Griffins. Really good defensive stance so far, but Ellet shows their patience. They're going to get a moving screen. Four fouls on Brendan Eaton.
Team 3rd foul.
Nice pass inside. Good head fake, up and good. Good body control by Justice Lane as he gets his first 2. That foul's going to be on number 13, Levi Lovett.
Gets them to team 4th.
So really good defensive possession, then offensive possession for the Griffins.
Yeah, 3 starters for the Orangemen have gotten fouls so far this quarter, and Lane finishes the 3-point play.
Buchtel switching defenses again. This time they just go full court, man-to-man. I like Coach Futch trying to throw the kitchen sink at the Orangemen, keep them uncomfortable on their toes.
Makes them think, get them relaxed, where they're just transition from defense to offense, and they forget something else came up.
Great defense.
He's
They're
all
gonna
over.
get a loose ball foul on Jordan. That's a great job by Coleman.
And Coleman frustrated with his teammates about the pressure and where they are.
First foul on Adonis. He's going to get his first blow. Coach Futch continues to rotate those bodies in. He's a little bit deeper. He'll play a little bit more guys, so maybe turning up the pressure, a good idea.
Well, and that changing all those formats, when you have fresh legs, you can bring in that full court press and then switch a couple guys out to keep them fresh. That quick movement and speed as we kind of get out of the excitement of the start of the game and all the awards that were given out. Now we settle into basketball.
Got to go.
And that's the correct call. On a jump stop, you got to land with 2 feet.
And then he jumped up and then he drug it.
Yep. For a jump stop, not to be a travel, got to land with both feet, not 2-step.
Got to get a little sense of urgency there. After one quarter, though, Buchtel with a nice comeback after they trailed by as many as 8. They cut it down to 4, 11-7. Orangemen.
All right, while we have a break here between quarters, had a chance to talk with Orangemen head coach Chad Hazard about this championship game.
Coach, tell me a little bit about your feeling as the teams come together now competing here in the City Series Championship.
Oh, it's an exciting game. I mean, every year it's a unique situation because we're one of the few leagues that actually does this, has a one-game title. Been going on for as long as I can remember in the city, so it's a beautiful thing, and we're excited to go.
Is there something about playing a team a third time throughout the year that you might do something differently, or is it a challenge for your team?
No, it's tough. It's real tough beating a team 3 times. You know, it's just a psyche thing. You don't want your guys to get too up, too cocky, and you know, the team that's 0-2 has always got a little more, a little chip on your shoulder, but trying to keep our guys as fired up as possible.
What are you doing?
And what is it about the opponent, the Buchtel Griffins, that you guys prepared for this championship game, a one-game playoff, essentially?
It's just the size advantage they have on us. You know, they got 4 or 5 inches down low, so we really got to pinch in the paint and hit the boards hard. You know, that's a talented group over there.
Coach Buzzard talking about the Buchtel Griffins and coming into this championship game. We start the second quarter here, and it stays very physical.
And a great trap by the Griffins. They'll get it on the alternate possession, jump ball. So, again, showing different looks. That time they give Ellet a little bit of their own medicine and trap that wing hard.
And the Griffins, they don't have that look of a team that's lost both games in the regular season against this opponent.
No, their defensive intensity is really good right now. Too late on that look, had to be right away. Turnover.
Their 5th turnover in the game.
3 ball on the other end, no good. Rebound by Justice Lane. He's got 5, and he's back on the attack, coast to coast. A little bit of contact, nobody gets his own rebound. They'll reset it. High arcer, that one's no good. Love it with the rebound.
Just because it goes up to the moon doesn't mean it falls back in the basket.
Carter open for 3. You can't leave him open. And it happened on the overplay. I'd rather see if Nate Smith can knock it down, which he can, but I'm not going to let Trevin Carter get a look like that, even in transition. He's got 11 of the 14. Like I said, he'll score when they need him to, and they need him to right now. Perry with a beautiful runner. He's got a half dozen and cuts the lead back to 5. Back to the 2-3 extended zone. Looking to trap where they can. That could have been an offensive foul right there.
Gets it to go.
Carter with a great left hand. Jones could easily have 3 fouls right now. Good fight inside. Justice Lane can't get it to go. Actually, they're going to call it on the floor. Nope, 2 shots on the first shot attempt. Foul's going to be on Trevin Carter. So everybody on Ellet pretty much has 1.
And in the bonus the rest of this quarter.
Lane knocks it down. Missed his first 2 and he's hit his second 2. He's got 4 points. Two for 2. Back to a 5-point game for the Orangemen. They're going to get a hand check out front, or a push, if you will.
You know, we had kind of that sequence there in the first quarter where it got a little rougher style play, and now we're seeing here in the second quarter some adjustments.
A little tighter whistle.
Little tighter whistle. And you had a couple instances there where it was getting, if it continues to escalate from that point, we could be in trouble. But now bringing it back down.
Carter with it. Back to this extended zone. It's been pretty effective. In and out they go. Quick 3 ball. It's in and out. Good battle for the board by Lovett, but they're going to give the ball to the Griffins. Hey. Consistently so far. 16-11.
Joe referring to some of the members of the officiating team. And that's frustrating as a player and a fan. Great block underneath. Winters again, his 3rd block.
Boy, Winters, it looked like he baited him into that one. What you got to do with the shot blockers, you got to get into their body. If you give them space, that's exactly what they want.
Singletary, his first foul, team 3rd. And allow the Griffins kind of reset and bring the ball up on a new possession.
We know how good Carter's been overall, but we can't say enough about how good Cameron Winters has been inside in the middle of that zone, giving up the size, but really making that zone effective for the Orangemen.
Seeing a lot of Nate Smith's shots as he's had some threes that he's taken. None have fallen, though. So kind of cold shooting right now as they continue to work the ball back around to him. Carter's been the hot hand.
Great place to watch all the movement in the Orangemen offense. You can't chase. You got to you got to stay in the helper. You're going to get beat back door. That's a good call. And Singletary pumped, and you got to love the defensive intensity, keeping the Griffins in the game right now.
Yeah, just a fresh outlook on this game. And they're matching speed to speed kind of on that offense as they're trying to swirl them around and find that open person, whether it's down low or for the jump shot.
Who'd they get there, Adonis Jordan?
Yes.
Of course, they're not putting
second.
it up. But it's back here. Yeah.
Team 7th.
Yeah, his second.
But they're matching them man-to-man as they go inside and have success. With Singletary
Singletary giving him a ton of energy. Another quick three. That's too quick if you're the Orangemen. Lane with the rebound has it poked away, but back in possession, and Winter's going to get a foul 80 feet away from the basket. You don't want that.
Well, his second, most importantly.
Yeah.
He's been an integral part, and now in the first half, he's got 2 fouls, and we're shooting the rest of the way. Not sure why. Okay. Never mind. So they're going to be shooting 1-on-1 the rest of the way.
Couple of substitutions, but not Winters. They keep him in.
And I think they're going to have to rely on him because their defense, and we've seen it so far, a lot of success of kind of bringing everybody to him, and he's got 3 blocks.
Carter with the rebound, back on the attack. Quick three, no good, and Ellett's cold right now from the outside.
Yeah, and I think now's the time that you have to look at Carter and say, hey, let's get a bucket. He's doing such a great job of bringing in pressure and then finding the open man. Unfortunately, the open man hasn't hit down the shot. And it may come to the time now where he's got to take the shot.
I like the in and out by the Griffins. They're going to get a 3-second violation on Buchtel, though.
Their 4th turnover. I'm sorry.
6th.
6th turnover, yes.
Carter with the find.
Yeah, just got kind of too deep underneath. Turnover.
Great pass by Lane. He finds Taj Poole. All Griffins here in the second quarter.
Poole took an extra look at it. He wasn't sure it was going in.
Nice take. They needed that basket. Ethan Jones.
Yeah, they need someone else to score. Jones only the second person outside of Carter. Jones and Lovett each with a basket.
Lane gets that block, but you got to love the work he's doing on the glass. 9 rebounds already. And bingo on the other end. Trevin Carter continues to dominate in this ball game. 8 in each quarter. He's outscoring the Griffins 16-15. No kick.
No, he didn't move his foot, I don't know.
That's great job by Winters trying to draw the foul was Paris, doesn't. And a great hustle on the other end in the block by Taj Poole. Poole, Singletary, those guys have really done a nice job for the bench of the Griffins. They've really been a better team with them on the floor. Kai Coleman getting extended minutes as well. Orangemen back up by 6, but they'll turn it over on the travel.
Their 5th turnover. Turnover battle staying pretty close. They've got 5, Griffins with 6.
It hasn't been that sloppy. It's been more good defense than just sloppy offense. Paris gets the bump and no foul. Lane with another rebound. And he's going to get a foul. I think that time they're going to get Jones. Ethan Jones second. Smith had a shot there.
Is there come a point? They've got 9 in this first half. They can't continue on this streak, or they're going to start losing starters.
Well, the Orangemen are going to have to do a better job on the defensive glass to keep this guy off of it. But you know what? They've survived. They started poorly shooting the second quarter. You look up, they're still up 6. That's what playing good defense does.
Well, they got one guy holding up the boat, and that's Trevin Carter. It's a pretty good guy that can hold it up. But 4 quarters can be a long time.
Justice Lane misses them both. Love it with the rebound. Back the other way. Lane with a great steal and pass out. Oh, Winters with another block.
He's got 4, and they're all fantastic.
They're all important, too. I mean, it's not like they're stat stuffers. That was a sure layup out of nowhere with the chase down, with 2 fouls, too. And they've been attacking him, the Griffins have been, which is not a bad strategy. Another steal, 2 straight possessions. Justice Lane has come to play today. In and out we go. 3 ball is good by Coleman. And there's that outside presence. It cuts the lead to 3.
Yeah, and it's been a struggle for Nate Smith on that last turnover. He kind of was trying to hold off to let it go out of bounds and snatched up and 2 points the other direction.
They're going to get Vernon Smith overplaying on the handoff. That would have been a big turnover back to the Griffins. For Smith, I believe they said that's his second.
Smith's first.
Okay, first?
Yep. I'm missing 1 foul. We'll find it. I got 3 out of 4.
Buchtel back to that man-to-man. They've been good defensively all day as well. Contested 3, but Jordan finally gets loose. Didn't have much room, but just enough. Back to a 6-point game. And how about that? Creates the contact, but Winters wasn't quite there. That's going to be his 3rd. Great strength by Marcel Boyce for his first 2.
And it's hard to have such an active player and then try to have them be a shell of what they want to do. But he's going to sit most of the 3rd, I think.
Well, write it down, man. At the 42nd mark, he gets his 3rd personal. And it's always do you take him out for the half? Do you ride it? He's been so good defensively. They rode it, and we'll see if it hurts.
Not much left in this quarter. Tries again. Weird plays up near the center court for the Orangemen. Both of them are turnovers. Can't get the scoop. Gets it back and puts it in. A monster day on the board for
11
Justice Lane.
rebounds. And now Ellet seems to be playing too fast. 24-22. Buchtel bench wants to explode.
It's almost one of those things that feels like you got to have Carter with the ball and everyone else is kind of standing looking. They had such great movement beginning of that first quarter. And because the movement didn't give up easy shots right away, they've gotten away from it.
Defensive pressure having a lot to do with that. Ellet going to trigger it in, 16.1 left. Love it, you can't do that.
What?
Rushing.
What's going on?
They're getting defensive pressure, making guys uncomfortable. Defense for offense here.
Well, they also bring in Majori Bickley for the Orangemen. So they kind of go with a small lineup, obviously with the big man out with foul trouble. That doesn't help the rebounding problem.
Step back 3 for the lead, no. Rebound Jordan. That one's not going to count. And a good first half it's been here from Firestone High School. After one half, Ellet Orangemen 24 and the Buchtel Griffins 22. We'll be back with first half stats and second half action. You are watching City Series Championship Basketball on APSIS. We'll get back to action here right before the second half. Dave Schick has some first half stats for you.
All right, rebounding is the edge in this game as the Griffins come out on top team-wise 16-10, and their main culprit that's been able to keep them in this game is Justice Lane. He has 7 points, 11 rebounds. 11 of the 16 team rebounds is just him. The second leading scorer for the Griffins is Perry with 6 points. Rebounding, not even there. He's the main guy that I'm sure the Orangemen talked about at halftime, of getting off the boards. For the Orangemen, their leading scorer, of course, Player of the Year, Trevin Carter, 16 points, 3 rebounds. Second leading scorer, Lovett and Jordan tied at 3. But the main thing, rebounding. Can they out-rebound these Griffins in the second half? At the end of this quarter, we'll have first and second team in the City Series.
We get back to action here in the third quarter.
There's our feedback, friend.
There it is. Same starting five for the Orangemen. Carter, Jones, Lovett, Jordan, and Winters. Winters does start that half with his 3 personals. Three-pointer by Lovett. Can't get it. Winters with the rebound, but he fades away and he misses the point blank tip back. Smith he's going rack to rack, and he's going to get a foul. Who's that on? It's going to be either the third on Jordan or the fourth on Winters. I think it's going to be on Jordan.
Sorry, Winters with 6 rebounds.
Oh, actually, they get Carter, and that's a break.
I'm sorry.
It's only his second.
2 rebounds, 4 blocks. Who was it?
Carter.
Carter.
That's going to send Vernon Smith to the line to shoot 2. Starting in the second half, Paris, Perkins, Boyce Jr., Lane, and Smith. Same starters to start the game. Smith drew backboard on that one. I don't know if it hit the rim or not.
It was.
Doesn't matter. You don't get partial points. It's either in or it's not.
A one-winged duck up there.
That one closer, but no cigar. Lovett with the rebound. Buchtel going to press full court. Off of the miss even. Carter's open for just a second. That's all he needs.
He has just been Mr. Man for the Orangemen.
So smooth. His game is so smooth.
19 of 27 for the scoring for him. And he's been the cool hand that they've had on the floor.
That one got the wire. Go back to the Orangemen, who are up by 5. Carter seems like the type of player that wouldn't sweat much. You know what I mean? Kind of a cool cut. Doesn't look like he's going fast, but he blows by. Doesn't even look like he handles the ball that good because he's so smooth and fluent at it.
Doesn't have the flashy stuff, but has all the basics.
That one too hot to handle.
9th turnover for the Orangemen.
And that a little bit uncharacteristic. That one too long. Blocked. Rebound in traffic, Ethan Jones, and he's fouled. They're going to go right back to Addison Singletary, who gave him a good look off the bench in the first half.
Perkins with the foul, team first.
A little bit more full court pressure. Kind of token pressure. Give and go, and look at the touch.
It looks so easy. It's a hard shot, but he makes it look so easy.
Almost like a volleyball set. He's been brilliant today, in case it's not just us.
You couldn't tell our homerism.
No, it's not us. I told you Ethan Jones is not leaving him here tonight.
He's
That's
got
his third.
3.
Ethan Jones, you want him on your pickup team, by the way.
He just does little things.
I don't want him not on my
Not
team.
all of them are on the stat sheet.
Look at Winters again.
5 blocks for Winters now. He can't go to the bench again the second half.
That was a chance to send it to double digits. Jones had a pretty good look, but he was long back iron. Quick break for Justice Lane. So Buchtel got to get something going here. Down 7. Lots of time left. Got to continue to be patient. In and out from Perry, getting in that seam nicely. Jump shot, everything but in. Winters skies for the rebound. Jones had Winters, but oh, now he'll give it to him. I see what he's doing. Oh, and he missed the point blank, and he's going to get his 4th foul. How often does that happen when you miss the chippy?
He stopped and said, "Is that on me?" Well, and he did a great job. He had the pressure, but he kept the guy behind him, so he had to follow through. Then he gets him to stutter step, and he gets an open look, but just can't get it.
We have seen some chippies missed in this ball game. No movement in the offense, and Coach Futch going to take a time.
While we have our timeout here on APS-IS, want to give you and certainly congratulate the first team for the boys. Ronell Pierre from Buchtel, Deshaun Jones from East, Trevin Carter and Adonis Jordan from Ellet, Juan Jackson from Firestone, and Elijah Humphrey from North. Second team, all boys team here in the City Series, Vernon Smith and Justice Lane from Buchtel, Billy Johnson and Cameron Winters and Ethan Jones from Ellet. Johnson is from East, Zero Singleton from Firestone rounds out the second team. Honorable mentions, Marcel Boyce Jr. from Buchtel, Eric Holly from East, Levy Lovett from Ellet, Darian Rackley from Firestone, Brian Sykes from Kenmore Garfield, and Michael Brown from North. And again, we want to congratulate Player of the Year, Trevin Carter from Ellet, and Coach of the Year, Mark Smith from North. So we were incorrect on that earlier.
Yeah, they introduced Hazard, though. Maybe he took the regular season title trophy.
Yeah.
Mark Smith did a great job. We had him earlier. North, by far the most improved team in the series.
Trying to rock him to sleep a little bit, as they call it.
Nice.
Wow. Inside, outside.
Nice seal, and Lovett got it to him on time where he needed it. Winters draws the foul.
And you can tell the chemistry that they have with one another, because he doesn't come all the way across the lane. He doesn't come to the lane line. No, Winters comes basically underneath the basket, seals his man, ball's right in his hands, ready to go up, catches the defense off guard for the push.
Winters gets his first point in the ball game. Second shot, back iron, no. Rebound to Lane.
Surprise. His rebounding calmed down from the first half. Halfway through, that's his first one.
Ellet now matching their biggest lead of the night as they've come out great defensively. Buchtel has not scored here in the third quarter.
Great defense by Winters, absorbing contact, staying in defensive position.
Paris draws the contact, and who's that on?
It's got to be on 13.
Yep, it is.
Winters he did the right thing. He stood his ground. So maybe there was a push or something from behind. He picks up his second, team fourth.
Well, here's the thing. Lovett kind of straight up, but moving into him, so still gets the push or the blocking foul, whatever you want to call it. Perry cannot get them off the schneid here in the third quarter. Gets the second one, though. First point, and they cut it to a touchdown, 30-23.
Oi.
Took his eye off it. You can see it up here. Old toaster fingers. Whoop.
A 6-1 swing so far in this first half of the third quarter. All Orangemen.
Ellet stays in that 2-3 zone, and why not?
Bring him into Winters. Doesn't count as a block, but had a bad shot out of it.
Great rebound in traffic, and actually a good foul by Nate Smith as he was beat. And yes, there is such thing as smart fouls. If you're going to give up a layup or a dunk and you can create that foul on the floor, even better.
Sends it into Lane, who was double teamed right away. Rebound by Smith.
Hot potato.
Somebody put some butter on that ball? Hold on to it.
Oh, in and out we go, and it's still popping. Nice Euro.
Wow. Beautiful
Vernon
step.
Smith. That one was good. No travel there, partner. I like to always complain, but not there. Well done. Carter to the rack, and he finally missed one, but he was fouled.
Yeah, and that second defender was the one that got the block, the first one on the push. But a lot of space, allow him to bring up the ball and not get it out of his hands, and just too much space. He makes a good move and forces that foul.
Even if he doesn't make that shot, they got it on Coleman. Even if he doesn't make that shot, Dave, he draws two defenders and gives his guys a really good chance to get the offensive rebound. Continues his consistency, 8 in the first, 8 in the second, 7 now in the third quarter.
Well, we're going to have a APSIS player of the game. He's on the right track.
It's not even going to be a conversation right now, except about how good he's been. But Buchtel not out of here yet, man. Only down 7.
At this point, Winters could have 10 blocks.
Nice mid-range
got 5.
jump shot by Martell Perkins. You're right, he could.
But certainly carrying the offense for him is Carter.
I can't tell. That ball must be slick. Nice inside out. 3 ball. Squares it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Lane again. 13 rebounds now for him. Perry from 25, and it's too quick. Whew. That's going to stay here off of Lovett. Got that one right.
And I understand Winters is in there, but even at the foul line, I think that's a better shot for him. Because even if he tries to extend Winters out, I don't think he's coming all the way out to the foul line. And he could get an open jumper there.
Timeout, Orangemen. Orangemen take time, up 5 here as Buchtel kind of back on a little mini run here to cut it to that 5-point deficit.
While we have that timeout, want to certainly congratulate all the boys that are on the Coaches All-Academic All-City Series team for the boys. Marcel Boyce Jr. from Buchtel, the freshman with a 3.4. Deshaun Jones and Marion Robinson, both from East. They're seniors with a 3.5 and a 3.4 respectively. Levi Lovett, Nate Smith, and Cameron Winters, all from Ellet, with a 3.4, a 3.4, and a 3.7. Norik Malik and Sierra Singleton from Firestone, the junior and senior, with a 4.0 and a 4.3. And Elijah Humphrey from North, the junior, with a 3.8. Congratulations to all those student athletes that excel not only on the court but in the classroom. There's a lot of cheerleader wars down below us, Peter. You didn't catch any of that. It was highly contested. As we look to set back up in here, Buchtel will have the ball on the end line.
You can't let it in that easy.
God, he's so smart, Winters is. Just stays big and tall.
Yeah, they got him there, though. Right here.
I think it's going to be on Winters because he stepped forward. No. Big break for them. A big break. His name's Winters. They give it to Smith. Shot counts for Lane.
I think it was on Winters, my friend.
I had the same. That's where I think they...
Great work by Lane. A big three-point play for him. It's back to a two-point game.
You put it on either player, and you put it on the less valuable. No offense to Smith, but Winters would have been his fourth. Now they're at 16 fouls, though, so the Griffins will shoot the rest of the way in this game.
Great seal underneath. And nice big two for Cameron Winters. Assist by Trevin Carter.
He draws the attention in and then finds the open man.
Smith with a great hustle, and he forces the turnover. He's pumped. Back to the Griffins. 1:08 left in the third quarter. Marcel Boyce Jr. back in.
Bringing the trap. They break it. Now they have an advantage.
Winters wanted to dunk it, but he was too far out. And
man. You could see his eyes get wide.
He's like, I'll just place that in.
He wanted to slam that down, but said, let me get it in.
Another great drive and dish, and this is the element they didn't have in the first half, getting a couple easy baskets.
Yeah, another step forward, and that would have been a rim rattler.
Eight-town throwdown. Good defense, but Buchtel just can't get loose here.
Similar to what we saw in the first quarter where they were trying to be patient. They've been able to move the ball around so much better on the baseline.
Yep, and then a force too early. Why not? Unfair.
Carter again. You thought his first half was good. The second half continues it.
And the smoothness and decision-making of Carter pumps this lead back up to an 8-point margin after three quarters. Ellet 38, Buchtel 30.
14-8 quarter for them as they continue to add on to it, and mainly Carter is the one that's added on to this scoreboard as he continues to put the points on, and in pretty fashion. Good nutrition is an important part of leading a healthy lifestyle, and that's why no student attending the Akron Public Schools goes hungry. Breakfast, lunch, and every snack every day is all free. Learn more about how Akron empowered their students at akronschools.com. APS-IS wants to thank the Peanut Shop for their support of Akron schools and athletics. The Peanut Shop proudly serving the Akron area since the 1930s, providing the outstanding candies, chocolates, nuts, and much more. Check out the Peanut Shop. So who do you think that person is that I saw sitting over there? Is that, he just left. I'll tell you when he comes back. It looks like Romeo Travis, but it could be Jerome Lane. I don't know who the guy is
right there.
Who's the guy in the Penguin shirt? Peter can zoom in when we have a next time out break. I'll tell you the other guy that he's sitting with, though. It's got to be somebody. I'll tell you when he comes back.
Okay.
I just saw him, and that reminded me, but then he walked off.
I might have to get my bifocals on.
It looks
like that's him.
I gave you two people. What do you mean that's him? Which him was it? Lane or Travis?
Travis.
Romeo Travis. That's who I thought.
You doing a celebrity watch now?
I am. I want to know who he's sitting next to. Romeo Travis I think he was playing overseas.
Obviously, someone who plays for the Boston Bruins.
He was playing overseas last I heard, but that was a while ago, so I don't know.
Carter thought about it from 30, wisely didn't, and took it to the hole. Gets it blocked.
Back the other direction. Whoa, boy. Train came off the tracks.
I love Coleman's explosiveness.
But the referee gives him the foul.
Coleman had no chance to make that shot, but he drew the contact, and now he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Couldn't get out of the way of the
He
contact.
sacrificed his body for the love of the team.
It was a runaway train. Never coming back.
On that one-way track. Nothing but net on the first one. Coleman with 4, and Buchtel in striking distance still. Can't get the second one to go. Winner skies for the rebound.
Yeah, it hasn't been a big factor on the boards, only with 5 rebounds, mainly because Lane's just been dominating on the other side. He has been altering shots and getting 5 blocks.
Right.
There's been a lot of discussions with these officials from both head coaches. It seemed like Buzzard was very upset with how many calls his team had in the first half, getting into double bonus. And now his team again leading the foul train. 17 fouls for the Orangemen compared to 4 to the Griffins.
Nice cut off by Winters. Better patience. That was a good shot by Paree. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Coleman. Nice step through, up and good. Coleman continues his effort off the bench here for the Griffins. He's got a half dozen. Back to a 5-point game.
Winters almost had another block, but held off because didn't want to be too aggressive and get a foul.
Nice no look. They're going to get a foul on the floor.
And again, setting up right under the basket forces the defensive player to come too hard and get the foul.
Foul's on Coleman, his second.
On Coleman.
Martell Perkins going to check out.
Coleman.
Pull back in for the Griffs. Great cut by Carter. Hanks could have got a foul called too. How can you let him get open?
If he doesn't impress you with his shots, he's just in the right spot.
He lulled him to sleep and then made the flash cut to the hole.
When the coach says this is going to be open in this area, that's where he is, and he's open. APS-IS wants to thank Primetime Sporting Goods for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Primetime Sporting Goods is the #1 place to shop for high-quality sporting goods equipment. APS-IS also wants to thank Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken in Ellet for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Leonardo's Pizza and Chicken, where delicious pizza is still made on the stone oven. Get your slice today at Leonardo's. Also, the International Bet Gloria program, or the IB, is integrated now into many of the Akron public schools for the accelerated, more challenging learning. Go to Akron Schools to find out more about it. I have no games to preview. This is our last game of the season. We'll be around for baseball.
Whoa.
But
pitchers and catchers reported.
You can always get the archive version. You know, you can see our whole season in, about a 2-minute highlight reels. That's about as much as my wife wants of me anyway. 2 minutes of short talking and just the highlights.
You're right.
It's a Facebook version of our season.
Back to action here, 40-33 Orangemen. Buchtel needs an easy score. Nice pass by Paree as he finds Singletary. Nice drive and dish. Buchtel just won't go away here. Back to a 5-point game.
They come to double. They double him, and then they double the other ball, almost leave him open. Get the turnover. 10th for the Orangemen.
If they can get a score here.
Uh-oh.
That's the bailout call there. Was probably out on Paris, but could have called a foul, so we'll just keep it here with Buchtel.
He's overruling it. These officials have had terrible communication.
You think?
Especially this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Golly Pete.
There he is. There we got a point. Three ball short. Paris with the steal, but nope, we're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with the Griffins. Winters got that rebound, but brought it down.
Unimpressed.
Told you.
That's his call. And, you know, he's barely there.
Emphatically makes it.
It's
turnover.
It's like he just woke up and then came to the game to officiate.
We're going to get a foul, off the ball?
Yeah, he wouldn't let him come through the screen.
Oh, he got him with the, what up?
You're not going through there.
The Huggy Bear.
Pull with his second. That's a foul I was missing. That's
Do you ever signal that?
No.
Okay.
Not usually.
Hey, he got him with the shake and bake.
I was working with one official. He had this signal. I was like, that. I don't even know what that is.
These guys are falling apart. Come on, boys. Let's go. 6 means don't shoot.
It's weird. There hasn't. Usually there's a lull in the game where, you know, it's just like anything. You kind of lose focus.
Not now.
This is a close game. Both teams in the bonus. Tight game. Championship.
See, right there, I think you got to deny or send a double.
Yeah.
Get it out of his hands.
Every time, including inbounds. Turns it over.
Bounce pass there is what they needed. He is not stopping.
Oh,
They're going to get a foul?
no, he stepped out of bounds
okay.
when they bobbled the ball.
Ball stays slippery.
He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, he rolled right by the basketball. Carter with the rebound.
And a great outlet pass.
Oh, if I'm Carter, I shoot it.
You wanted to heat check that. Who would blame him for shooting that?
I'm not. Another turnover, though. Another bad break.
Buchtel needs to take a good shot here, partner. They're just getting too rushy.
I'm not sure they know what one is.
Nope.
That I thought was a good shot. He just went into traffic,
just
though.
couldn't get it.
I'll take that one. Turnover again, sends it back up. There ain't nothing wrong with that one.
No, they'll take that. 3 turnovers in a row for the Orangemen, and we got a ball game.
And someone that hasn't touched it for a while is Carter as they try to pin it in the corner.
Yeah, they got to keep it out of his hands.
Send it right back to him.
Because their offense it looks a lot more discombobulated when he doesn't have it. That's a charge.
Saw it the whole way.
Yeah.
And really, he had nowhere to go around him, so he went through him, and that didn't work.
You got that call right.
That's his 5th. That's why the crowd is a little louder than normal.
Why do they go crazy when somebody fouls out?
Starter's out.
I mean, maybe if Carter fouled out,
it weakens.
This place would erupt if you're a Buchtel fan then.
It weakens him. Hey, if that's one of your top 5 players, and now he can't come in anymore.
True that.
So coming in for him is going to be Nate Smith, who's played. He's had some weird plays. He's had some good plays in this game so far. So disciplined on this 2-3 zone, though. Great communication you can see. from our vantage point here.
Hey, you don't have to rush if you're Buchtel.
No.
Take your time, man. Take 2 minutes off the clock and get the right shot.
If you're Ellet, too, you don't want them to rush either, because time is still your friend. And they take time. They might take a bad shot like that.
Too quick again by Paris. Bad decision.
Lovett's 4th rebound, sends it into the forecourt. Nate.
Make the extra pass. Look at it.
Oh,
Beautiful.
my goodness.
Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? They made 3 extra passes.
And you left the best player open.
Unselfishness by Jordan. Unselfishness by Lovett, and they get it to Carter. They're going to get winners for his 4th, but, hey, that's okay. He's played all the second half with those 3 fouls. That possession, racket, put it on the highlight reel. Not a dunk.
If you had a defensive set, you would have pushed all those defenders back one spot and doubled Carter in the corner.
Love it. I dare you to make that.
Gave up the first 3.
Yeah.
Give up the first one, but they ended up chasing.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to close out on any of them, so any of them could have shot it. Poole misses the first one.
And their foul shooting on the other end for the Griffins
in a close game, way below 50%
has
today.
sunk in their team.
Yep.
Each one they miss is another hole in the ship that hasn't got them to the lead.
But they get the offensive rebound. He got it caught on his hip. And that's Boyce. That's a young freshman in the big game trying to make something happen. He's a good scorer. Just hasn't been able to get it going today, but this Ellet defense does that lots of times. Inside 3 minutes now. Ball in the lead. Oh, what a pass. Cam Winters, 2 more. He's got 7 in the second half. Lane up and good on the other end. He's got a dozen. Back to a 6-point game. That's too easy if you're Ellet. I would have fouled him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want, is to double team the best player and make him get it out of his hands, and it turns into a turnover. And that's their 16th turnover. As the variance between, they lead the turnover category by 7 over the Griffins.
That's helped combat the shooting, the free throw shooting rows, especially of the Griffins, is forcing all those turnovers.
During our timeout, the field of science, technology, and engineering and math learning at Akron schools is woven throughout the curriculum. Our STEM schools are among the best in Ohio. Learn more by going to akronschools.com. APSIS also wants to thank Alco for their support of Akron schools and athletics. With solutions for a cleaner environment and the best janitorial equipment supplier in Akron, look only to Alco. APSIS also wants to thank Akron Felt and Chanel for their support of Akron schools and athletics. Akron Felt and Chanel, specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and photo printing.
We've talked about the defensive keys in this game. The Griffins with the edge on the boards and forcing turnovers, but only 7 for 17 from the line, and also offensively, the difference. The Ellet Orangemen with 7 3-balls in this game, and the Griffs only with 1. So there's an 18-point swing right there. 5 of them by Trevin Carter.
Just an amazing game he's put together. And we've had plenty of great games where, you know, they have maybe a good first half. They have a good quarter. His quarters have been so consistent. He's put big points in every quarter. He's made big plays in every quarter.
Yep. Lane with it in the post, operating. Nice duck under with the left hand, Justice Lane. 14 points, 13 rebounds for Lane. It's only a 4-point game. Danger zone. Winters gets it, though.
Needs this big shot. Can't hit it.
Rebound to Lane. That's going up. Oh! Wow. To a 2-point game.
A great finish by Lane through traffic. And this is where you need an answer
A
from
lot of
Carter.
time left still.
You got to move the ball around and find its way back to Carter.
Love it. He got fouled. That's a foul. We
And
had a
they'll
great
shoot.
view of it.
That'll be Coleman's third, but again, gets him into the bonus as they're at 17 fouls.
And he did get ball on it, but
It's a no-doubter. I mean, it changed where the ball was going and gave the advantage to the Griffins and did not stay with the Orangemen. Yeah, and some smart officiating there. There's a lot that can be said. Players get frustrated. And if you can calm them down, you can get yourself away from a weird frustration foul where something weird and dumb happens. 15 rebounds now for Lane.
wow. A chance to tie or take the lead. And they did it. They tie it up for the first time in the second half.
He's got 18 points, 15 rebounds, does Lane. And this double team, and they're going to want a timeout.
Oh no, they hit it again.
And we got lights out.
That's like 15 minutes too. Oh, for the love. Why?
I don't know.
Whoever put that switch in here, they need to put a thing over it.
So now we're trying to talk, and they are going to award the timeout to Ellet because he was stuck there, and they wanted a foul or something else.
And lights are going to go off. We'll take a break here, and once we get power, we'll reset it for you. 45-45 with 1:08 left. Hey, we're back. We're going to reset it for you as the team's warming up now after the power delay.
Lights went off. We had a good, 10 minutes?
And as is, we could have just came in right now, and 1:08 left in the game. We're tied for the first time in a long time, and we could just play it out. First basket wins. Let's go.
Well, and we talked about during the break how this is such a disadvantage for the Griffins, who just tied the game up. A huge momentum swing. Defensively, they've got turnovers. They've been able to make good transitional baskets. And now you have this weird delay that you almost have to re-warm up for. It's worse than overtime because overtime you only have a 2-minute time frame where you're off the court and back on to start. And here you're completely off the court for 10 minutes.
The equivalent of the Super Bowl halftime, just too long, right?
And all the adrenaline that you gained by coming back is gone now.
Yeah, these guys are young. They'll be all right. We'll see. Ellet ball in a tricky spot. Carter with it. And for Carter, who's went the whole way, he'll probably appreciate that break. Will Ellet go for it? No, they'll turn it over again. Hurry on the drive. He draws the contact. He'll go to the line and a chance to give the Griffins the lead. What a change in momentum.
And that one goes to Lovett, his third, team 10th.
And it's not like it's been amazing because the biggest lead Ellet ever had was 8, but the way it's transpired,
What a roll, what a roll.
Pari in double figures with 10. Misses the second one, rebound to Carter. I send a double team right now, partner.
Yeah, half court I would have sent it.
Pull it.
He wants to make something happen, player of the year. And this is where the team first team may now be too much one-on-one.
Another turnover.
Crowd going crazy as Poole gets 2 more and extends this one to 4. 25 seconds left.
8-0 run by the Griffins. You don't need a 3, but why not? And not this time for Carter. And the Orangemen, I think, a little bit too late with that timeout.
I may have called timeout to set up a good play.
Pandemonium on the Buchtel sideline, both sidelines. It ain't over yet, but they surely feel like they got this thing. What a comeback by them late.
And I think you saw jump shooting after 10 minutes of being out isn't the same. It doesn't put you in a good spot. The jump shooting was flat, and he shoots an air ball.
30 points by Carter, 30 of their 45 points. You're not going to put it on him for missing that shot. He's turned it over a couple times, but seemingly it's been one of those situations where he just has not gotten much secondary help.
Well, and it's one of those things where even if a screen comes, it turns into a double team.
And wisely so.
And they're going to have to foul now. Try and get this ball back. They're 2-possession ball game away. Oh, boy.
What's going on here?
I don't know. He's yelling something. The guy at the table. Is there someone in that's not in the book?
Oh, my God.
No one new has checked in.
Right. That should have been.
Not that I've seen.
Should have been discovered eons ago. See, can't run the baseline here because it was not a score.
Correct.
And you got to get winners to defend. There you go, the big guy to defend. Double bonus for the Griffins. They put in Marquet Bickley to try to get a steal and or foul.
A lot of time to allow him to set up.
Oh, dangerous pass. Perkins gets it, though.
Winners can't foul there. And a little grabby foul away from the ball, trying to put what they were looking to get. Goes to Jordan, his third.
That's going to send Martell Perkins to the line to shoot 2.
Here's the thing, you only have 11.6 left.
Got to hit 1, right?
Well, if you're the Orangemen, you need to miss both and get a score and then get it back again. Nobody
misses the first.
Nobody knew that it was 2 shots there.
Except us.
They're all looking at each other like,
Romeo. Romeo knew. Look, he knew.
Yeah.
But he drills the second one.
They'll call timeout. And I'm not a fan of taking it here. I like to get into the forecourt, but they've been pressing the whole time. So it's a tough thing for them to try to get it to pass half court. APS-IS thanks the Carmen Studio Photography Incorporation for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Carmen Studio Photography Corporation, a full-service professional photography studio servicing Northeast Ohio for over 50 years. Graduation rates are climbing at Akron Public Schools as they transform high schools by strengthening the connection of learning in the classroom and with what students may pursue after graduation, making learning more meaningful. It starts at the College and Career Academics of Akron, and you want to go to @akronschools.com for more information.
(49-45). All Buchtel has done here in the fourth quarter has been to feverishly attack the basket. All of their scores except one inside the paint, and they're on a 9-0 run here so far, which they might finish with that 9-0 run, but a 9-0 run here to end, to try to seal things. Now you just got to be smart if you're the Griffins. Make them take a contested shot.
You don't want to give up the 3. I think you give up the 3 because the 3 could cause a long rebound. Into Carter. He's going to stop and pop.
Oh!
And he hits it. And
no timeout.
Timeout. Why are they not counting?
Why doesn't have a timeout? I don't care if you don't have a timeout. I would take one. But Ellet, who is out of timeouts, nothing they could do after the 3 by Marquet Bickley. What an upset here tonight.
No count for the inbound at all. And they allow time. And here's the thing, the clock continues to run after the made basket.
Right.
So they could have taken the 5-second delay, but no count ever started.
Yeah, I think it was inside 5 seconds anyway when he got it off. I really do. But
it would have been about right.
It would have been close.
Even if you take the delay, nothing there. The game ends 49-48.
Wow, what?
Here's the thing: you can, as the other team, you can call timeout before that. As soon as the ball goes in, you should have been calling timeout.
Even if you take the technical, you can.
No. Yeah,
you can take a technical 2-shot foul, but it's still you can take one if you don't have one. It's just a technical and 2 shots. Or they could have took the ball and kicked it and said, "Tee me up." But there's nothing you can do without timeouts.
Yeah, no timeouts. I guess they had left there.
Should have went Weber and took one. What a ball game, and what a sad way for the Orangemen to go. Their first loss in City Series play, but Trevin Carter did everything he could and then some. 30 points tonight for Carter.
Yeah.
On the other end, go ahead, partner. You can go ahead and give us our player of the game.
No, on the other end, when you look at it, the mainstay was the rebounding edge, and certainly we want to congratulate our APS Information Player of the Game, Justice Lane, 18 points and 15 rebounds, as he was a dominating force, out-rebounding the other team single-handedly and keeping his team in it, as he put together a great game and altered how this one ended. But this team really, you thought they weren't going to have enough gas to make the finish, but that delay, maybe he put a little more in the tank and just got everything off kilter in a weird way.
And for Matt Futch, what a great win, and really a rocky up and down season, losing players before the season, health issues, team that just couldn't find the chemistry, only 6-4 in the series, their worst record in a while in the series, but they find a way to get it done. And once again, we see so hard to beat a good quality team 3 times. Congratulations to Coach Futch and the Buchtel Griffins, your City Series champions.
Certainly want to thank all the collaborative efforts from school administrators, teachers, and parents that empower Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast is brought to you by APS IS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. Congratulations to the Buchtel Griffins on City Series champions here in 2020, and good night.